What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with Pressure Wash Help, King of Pressure Washing. Tonight, I'm going to talk about can you grow a business in 2021, and I'm going to give stuff away tonight. I have probably I got probably 6 to 8, 9 things to give away, just depending on how generous am I going to be. So that's what it's going to come down to. I'm going to give this Joe valve away here. I'm going to have to box it up. That's one thing. That thing's like 50 bucks, 40, 50 bucks. I'm going to probably give away a couple books, so some Amazon gift cards, books, stuff like that, and all of that good stuff. So them are some things I'm going to give away. I'm going to probably give away some Stockman-Aids. I don't know. We'll see what all. I got a whole list of stuff that I'm going to give away. So to get that giveaway, you do need to go fill out the giveaway because I'm going to keep it into that whoever's signed up tonight, not just everybody in my whole list. So that way everybody's got a fair chance and equal chance to get it. So can 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 you grow a pressure washing business in 2021? And the answer is yes. I believe so 100%. I think it's going to be something that we'll be able to do pretty easy per se. There's not a whole lot that's changed from 2020. We're still fighting. We're still going to be fighting the COVID bull crap, I'd say, in 2021. How long? I don't know. So there is that whole sanitization that we can keep going off of, because when we do clean, we can clean off the sanitization and everything like that. So I really do believe we will be able to do that. So again, with that, make sure you sign up for the giveaway. I understand with the president, but again, it comes down to is people going to tighten up on money? Maybe, maybe not. We can't. That's stuff that we can't change. And I tell myself this. I've tell other people this. Those things are things that we can't change. Could it hurt us in the end? Maybe, yeah. But if we just go on a maybe, or if this person wins, that person wins, and we don't keep pushing forward, then that's our fault. That goes back to the book that I read, Extreme Ownership. You can only control what you can control. We can't control everything at the end of the day. Not everything can be controlled by us. There's a lot that can be controlled, but there's a lot that we cannot control. And so we can only control the stuff that we can control. I can control me going getting business. I can control me going clean houses. I can control all these things, but there's some things that I just have no control over. And if I sit there and worry about, well, this here, that there, it does nobody any good at the end of the day. Nobody any good. So, with that, again, make sure you go. Even if you did it last week, you still need to sign up at pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. That way I can make sure it is done. As long And here's the thing, as you owning your own business, you can control what can happen. If you work for somebody, you don't have control. They can lay you off. They can, here's the deal. If, say, that for instance, we get the big hike of $15 an hour. Well, if you're only making $15, $18 an hour and minimum wage goes up to 15 bucks an hour, you're probably not going to get a $15 or $6, $7 raise. You're going to be making minimum wage. And so, at that point, everything else is going to go up and you have no control. Where if you own your own business, you have control of stuff that you didn't have before. And so these are some things that we have to look at by owning our own businesses. You are in control. Now, that can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. The good thing about owning your own business is you do have control. You can do things to make things happen. The bad thing of it is, if you're ornery and lazy and you just got a bunch of, well, this didn't work, that didn't work, a bunch of not taking ownership of anything, then you can fail at business. So, both things can definitely be one of those things. Our healthcare facility wants to lay people off. Nothing is off limits. when you have a boss, and that is 100% true. And that's kind of what I'm going after right there. There is no safe job out there at the end of the day. Owning your own business isn't always the safest thing. There's risk that we take, but if we know how to manage those risks and we're able to keep our eye on the game, then we can own those risks. We can do what we need to do so that way we can be successful at the end of the day. And, are we going to have failures? Yes, we're going to have failures. But what do we do with those failures? Do we just tuck our tail behind our leg and say, oh, I'm a failure, I'm done, da 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 da? Or do we look at that failure, learn what we failed at, learn it as a thing that we don't do, and now we can move forward? When I teach my classes, everything I teach in my classes is stuff that I failed at, stuff that I burned up bushes, stuff that I broke stuff that my employees broke. And guess what? I came up with systems so that doesn't happen. Then I teach you all so it doesn't happen to you. So that way you learn from my failures so you don't have to make the same mistake. And that is the whole goal at the end of the day. So, what did Con put? Oh, look, even a pressure washer understands elementary level economics. $15 minimum wage isn't going to fix anything. It's going to make the poor people more poor. And you're right. And it's going to separate the gap is all it's going to do. Whether you're on one side or the other, it's going to separate the gap. And there's nothing that we can do to be able to handle that. Buying a pressure washer before the end of the year to avoid paying tax on the profit from the lights. Want to purchase a belt-driven, unassembled Honda 8 from Florida. So, again, make sure you sign up. Even if you signed up last week, sign up for Pressure Wash giveaway. I'm going to give a couple books away. I'm going to give a Joe valve away, probably downstream injector, all different kinds of stuff there. Got out and did some quotes for next season today. First day working on my business outside of the house since my accident. Feeling motivated. Can't wait for next season. And this is a perfect example. Central Illinois Power Wash could sit there and be in his chair and say, oh, I just got hit by a truck. I can't do nothing. I'm just down and, life sucks. Or you can get up there and go and do the next thing. You can go get on that bike, go get on that treadmill, go get that stuff going so that way you're able to get back and get going. It's one thing to sit there and give you the pour me a river. It's another thing is to get up and take action. You know what happens when you take action? He made almost $75,000, $80,000 this year in less than 6 months. But that's because he's taking action, going out there, hammering it, doing the work, getting it done, and that is what it's all about. So, again, I know I keep pushing this because I know I'm getting new people on. So make sure you sign up at pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. There, I will give stuff away at the end of this here. I may even start giving stuff away a little bit beforehand. So, or I'll give stuff as we go. So, some things that we need to do. And here's the thing. Just because we start our own business doesn't mean we got to go and this is the only thing we're doing. You might love the job you do. And if you love the job you do, maybe you're wanting this to start a business so that way you can pay off debt. You can have vacation money. You can buy your wife a new car. Central Illinois Power Washing, he was able to get debt-free by starting a pressure washing. He kept his full-time firefighting job, and he got that. So it is definitely something that we can do, and this is something that we have to do so that way we can do those things. You don't have to quit your job. If you love your job and you don't mind working some nights, I have... the dude up in Elkhart, Indiana, he's a full-time teacher. He does it on the weekends and nights and stuff, making over $100,000 this year. Brian. So you don't have to quit your job. Not to say that you do, but I'm just saying you don't have to. And this is the thing that, we have to do to make sure that, I know I get on here and say we can make this amount of money, but maybe you don't want to make that much. Maybe you only want to do enough so that way you can have extra money for vacation, extra money for your kids, extra money for Christmas. And that is the beauty of owning your own pressure washing business. We can do what we want to do at the end of the day. We don't have to have people telling us what to do so that way we can only be this size. And that's the thing that I really want to make sure that you understand. So, 12,000, 3,000 with Christmas lights for Mr. Brian. Um, but what is, if you have any questions about the pressure washing, if you have any questions on, any marketing things, stuff like that, let me know and we'll hammer down on some of those too. I'm sure I'll get on some rants on that too. But again, I know tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so I hope everybody is ready for Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, if you don't, then you can do whatever you need to do. But, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so I won't be on here tomorrow night. And then obviously Christmas is in just a couple days or 2 days. And so my kids are very excited. I have one just sitting over here playing on the computer. And so, it is something that I do enjoy to have the day off and meet and be around family. Now, I know some people aren't supposed to be around family, but, my in-laws are like, I want to see my grandkids. So we go see our grandkids. So, definitely stay safe, all of that kind of stuff. And everything along those lines. There it is supposed to right now is like 55 degrees, and it is supposed to be like 20 tomorrow. So it's going to be a big drop, and we're getting snow. Not all negatives are real negatives. Sometimes they are a blessing in disguise. Keep positive mindset. Watch the magic happen. Experience. My accident is forcing me off the truck and will have more time with my family, a blessing in disguise. And that is true. We don't always think that everything is negative and everything is bloom and gloom and all of that crap. So that's not a good thing. Jason, you said make an extension pole for a 12 volt. Can you walk me through how to do that or make a video or something? I can do a video on it. I'll probably have to do a video on it because it's real simple. I'll have to see if I can find the little extension. I just took some zip ties and zip tied one up there, and then I took a 24-foot pole, and then I had a trigger gun down here so I could turn it with a ball valve so I could turn it on and off to shoot it up higher. I will be shopping for my spouse tomorrow. Wait till the day before. Each year makes a good time for my daughter. The good thing is the stores they're not that crowded. Some of them are, but most of them aren't even crowded anymore. It's kind of sad. Any tips for making pressure washing content? You mean for like your website and stuff like that? One good thing is to do a frequent ask question, frequent answers, FAQs, and kind of go in deep depth of that. That's some good content. How to do stuff, how to clean your house, how to give them the actual process, give them all the information that they need. I know some people will be like, oh my God, you're giving all the good away. Everything is out there. Everything is out there. Whatever you make isn't going to be new content because it's already out there. It's just the way it is. Don't even feel like Christmas. I know it. Can't believe 2020 has almost come and gone. What do you think about the whole sanitized fogging market fad gimmick? Any thoughts? I don't think it's a gimmick. I mean, if people are willing to pay for it, it's not a gimmick. That's just my thought about it. I think that it could definitely make you money if you know how to get into the right places. I know some of the places have kind of backed off of it, but If some people get into thing, I think the fear mongering bullcrap is going to keep going, and so with that happening with the fear, it's a thing that you can execute and make money off of it. Everybody else is making money off of it. There's nothing wrong with you making money off of it. If people are willing to spend their money on it, then let them spend it. That's just kind of the reality of it. I'm not saying it's good, bad, whatever. I'm just telling you there is a need, and you can fill the need. And so, with that said, fill the need. And we can sell house washing as exterior cleaning, as sanitizing the house, making sure all the germs are off the house and door handles and blah, 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 blah. Central. Every lesson I've learned so far, I've never would learn sitting at home doing nothing. Nope, you're right about that. I'm planning on sending emails to property managers and not sure exactly what to say in the email. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Do you need any cleaning? Keep it simple. Don't get this big, long paragraph because they're not going to read it. Keep it simple. Do you have any exterior cleaning needs? Simple. 1-2 lines. You don't need all this email, because if you try to do this big long email, they're not going to read it anyway. The hardest part is figuring out what is the tagline that you're going to put on it so that they open it. Because if they don't open it, it don't matter what you put in it. And whatever you put in it, it don't want to be too long, because if it's a bunch of words, they're going back and being done. You can extend your pole with some 3 to 3.5 foot risers from Home Depot. Around what time of year do you think the pressure washing jobs will start coming in again? I haven't had a job in a month. So if you live in the winter weather, you're going to be looking at March, maybe late February, early March, maybe March, April. And it really depends on how cold the winter is and how when people can start mowing their grass. If they're not mowing their grass until the end of April, you're not going to get any phone calls, because when they're out there mowing their grass and they see that dirty house, then they're going to call you. Otherwise, they don't know that house is dirty because they're not out there mowing grass saying, ooh, that's disgusting. Because otherwise they're coming into the garage door and leaving out the front door, garage door, and they never see the 3 sides of the house that's dirty. So usually it's going to be right around that first mowing grasses. When that first mowing grass, you want to have your ads on and ready to go, because it will blow up overnight. Does your camera have night vision? We are booked sun up to sundown. Yeah, I got some sun vision. Got to get the baby to bed. Hope your family have a very Merry Christmas, and you too. Is Instagram and its target audience a dead end? I don't know. Good enough. What's the best way to get in touch with property managers? There's a couple ways. The best way that I've found is through email marketing. Email marketing, I did a lot of business with email marketing. If you don't know how to do email marketing, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/free. I go over how to get emails, how to do everything, all the websites that you need, everything like that. So you can go there. The next thing is, which I go over this in detail again, is LinkedIn. LinkedIn and email marketing are the 2 best ways of getting commercial. The other way to do it, which is kind of hard right now, and it's just kind of tough to do it, is boots on the ground. Go knocking on doors. The problem with boots on the ground is a lot of times you're going to get a lot of gatekeepers that aren't going to let you in. So, the LinkedIn is really good because you can search for property managers in your area. And like I said, I break it down. I go through the whole shoot and shebang. But those are definitely ways to do it. You can also, if you're running Google Ads, sometimes they'll call you off that. but a lot of times it's going to be, and the beautiful thing about like LinkedIn, Benjamin Gregory, local here to me, he's done probably $150,000 to $200,000 this year just from LinkedIn, just from commercial. I bet he's done more than that. In the spring, in June or July, he had done over 150,000 just from basically one contact on LinkedIn. And that's the thing about that. Once you can get in with one, they will start letting other people know that you do good work and you can handle the work and you are easy to work with and blah, 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 blah. But again, you want to get a free, that's one thing I'm giving away right now is a free month. Go check out pressurewashhelp.com/free. The other thing is, if you're wanting to learn how to pressure wash and marketing, you can go check out my pressurewash.com/training dates. This is an in-person training in Orlando on January 3rd, and you will learn all kinds of stuff about marketing, all kinds of stuff about pressure washing, and everything like that. But the biggest thing for tonight, definitely go check out the giveaway. You do have to sign up. I'm gonna go see if I'm getting any sign-ups, and if I am, oh yeah, I'm getting a few. Yeah, we might give something away here shortly because we got quite a few already. It looks like we already got quite a few, so I will give something away here after I get off another question or two. When do I start advertising for spring up here in Wisconsin? I'm going to say you're probably going to be April. Again, it depends on when you first start mowing grass. If you still got snow in April, you're not going to get no calls. You're pretty far north, so, you really got to be, it really comes down to that first mowing grass. That's kind of my telltale of the last couple years that has really known that when people start mowing grass, they'll start calling you. Otherwise, they won't call you or nothing. So, they don't know it because it's not dirty. I just received a call to clean a lady's house for the third time in 10 months. I'm so not my customer. Her house isn't even dirty. These are the best kind of customers we like because sometimes they just love a clean house. And this is why we want to, people be like, well, I'm not going to send emails back to these people. Why not? This is going to be the third time. As long as it's been cleaned and it's not dirty, which it probably isn't, this is the type of person we want. She might want something else. Who knows? She might want a companionship of talking to somebody. And by you coming there, gives her somebody to talk to. They got so much money that it's like, here, come talking to you. You don't know. So this is why we want to keep doing email marketing. This is why we want to keep getting touches. This is why we want to do voice bombs to our past customers. This is why we want to keep touching our customers because the best customer, the best customer we can get is a customer that already gave us money. Because if they already opened their wallet and gave us money once, it's a lot easier to open that wallet again versus trying to find a new person. Because when we go to find a new customer, it costs like $100. So let's just say $75 to $100 to get a new customer. But to get an old customer might only cost $5. So this is why we want to try to get our old customers and keep using them and letting them use us versus trying to go get new customers. What's the ideal size for yard signs? I like them big. I like them big. 18 by 24. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com, says get signs, you can get 100 signs for right around, I believe it's $350, $325. I think it is $325. And so definitely go do it there. You don't need these signs that are way overpriced. A sign is a sign. This comes with the stakes, the whole 9 yards. Yo, Jason, is that Northern soft wash system good for the entry level? Thanks. It's not very good. It is okay. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not something that you can't use to clean, but it's not, you can build yourself a nice little unit for less than that. get a couple 55-gallon drums, get the hose, and you're ready to rock and roll. For you can make you a system under $500. So, and it's not that hard to do. It's cold here in St. Louis. Can't wait for spring. Yeah, we'll be getting your weather tomorrow. Whatever you all get, we get next day usually. Full-time police officer here. I have bought my equipment for washing. No debt. Having a hard time getting the business off the ground. People are cheap. Any advice? Get that out of your mindset of people are cheap. You just haven't found the right people. You found the cheap people. You got to go find the right customer. You know, a lot of times we get this in our head that, oh, nobody will buy from me. Nobody wants to pay money. There's only $99 guys around here. And if you have that mindset, you won't find the right customers, because when you have that mindset, that's the mindset. We're not even looking for the right customers. So we got to be able to find the right customer. We got to know what neighborhoods. You know, we can go on Melissa Data, whatever you want, .com, and it will give us the zip codes by how much people make per area. You know, we don't want to be at the bottom of the list. We want to be finding customers up here, and we got to be confident in our bidding situation. You know, you need to have your phone script down to where they're like, wow, this is the best company ever. I don't need to go nowhere else, because nobody else will answer their phone, and this company does it all. And I just put a phone script in the membership. Jill's office wrote it all out. It's nice and pretty. I don't know if I can pull it. I didn't plan on it, but it's all nice. What to say, how to say it, why you saying it. I also put the video in there where me and her go over how to talk to customers. Make sure you got a smile when you're answering your phone. You know, all of those things go a long way to making sure that we can get our average ticket up. Now, does that mean that we got to have all these high ones up? No. What we can do, is have a low-end ticket. $300 is our minimum, and now we do packages. So that way we get that average ticket up by doing packages. All right, let's see. Let's give something away. What do you want me to give away first? Let's go with what do I want to give away first? This is what I'll give away first right here. Let me go over here I am going to give away a GP Hydro downstream inject, pressurewashshop.com/giveaway. So that was the first thing I'm giving away right there. My 12 by 18 signs were good price point, but even I had issues seeing that my own number at 4 feet away. And how far are you going to be more than that? I'm a firefighter, and I have the same problem. I was a firefighter, and you know what? You got to learn how to be able to get business. That's what we got to do. Stay the course and change who you're targeting. Kiss it, keep it simple. Curb appeal, thank you. Hanging up signs in a fancy HOA neighborhood has gotten me in touch with a property manager. Hey, whatever it takes to get in touch with that property manager. And Kyle, I need to talk to you too, because I know you was talking about something. I'm going to try to do something for you. I was going to give one of these lights away here because I know of firefighters. How many firefighters I got in the house? I got 2 of them. So, full-time firefighter in Northwest Alabama. First year getting into business, started in just probably made 12 to 15. What would you recommend for getting customers, running ads, etc.? Signs work really good. Signs. Work your LinkedIn, work your Facebook. All of that stuff is how you get customers. You can run ads if you have money to open up your wallet and you want to run ads, you can do that too. That's another way to get customers. So all of those are ways to get customers. So, your Facebook, those are everything. It's not when we're talking about marketing, a lot of people just want to be like one thing and I'm done. And that's not always the case. That's not always how it works. You know, a lot of times we're going to diversify what we do, because the last thing we want to do is put all our eggs in one basket, and then Google comes along and slaps that basket out of there. And then we're like, oh crap, what do I do now? And so that's why, you know, even when we grow up and we're scaling and we're growing and bigger, we still want to diversify. Even if there's something that is like really getting us good business, we still want to diversify a little bit, so that way we're not doing it. So should I register with the LinkedIn with my business name or personal information? I wouldn't. I mean, you can do it with your business S3, but I most of the time am going to talk with as a person, because again, LinkedIn is about networking. And when we're networking, we're not networking as my business. I'm networking as Jason Guyman. Yes, I do pressure washing. It goes back to, you know, we are a service customer marketing business that just so happens to do pressure washing. And when we start thinking of it that way, that will help us grow our business faster than anything. Because when we don't think about that we're a customer service business giving away, doing marketing, then we get into the rut of, I'm a pressure washer that sprays water, then I need this big rig, that this rig does this and this rig does that. And they don't give two cares about that rig. Not two cares at all. They just want that stuff gone. They just want to feel warm and fuzzy that their house is all clean. That's what they want. Probably going to want to know is my dad, my husband won't do it, so I'm calling you to get it done. So again, when we're talking LinkedIn, we're talking about networking. So when we're networking, we're kind of going to network as a person. And if you get on LinkedIn and you start doing stuff on LinkedIn, you'll see everybody is a person on there. There is not, very few people work it as a business. We closed $82,000 for the first quarter of 2021. It's awesome. Mick, go through Jason's training. Tons of information. Nick, he meant to say. Question, extra $500. Signs or something else for nice neighborhoods, i.e. Facebook or Nextdoor or Thumbtack? Well, you can do Facebook without putting much money into it. You can do Thumbtack. I did a little bit on Thumbtack, but I never had much luck with Thumbtack. Signs, I like signs. But now signs ain't for everybody, and I understand that. So again, make sure you're signing up for the giveaway, pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway, so we can give something else away here shortly. Okay, thank you. New to the channel. But they don't do good work. Most F up everything. That's how I make $300 an hour. I mean, everybody can make $300 an hour. It's who can ask for it. You ain't even got to be the best of the best. You know what? If you know, when I was on the truck, I cleaned 90% better than my guys. I'll tell you. But you know what? If you want to stay on your truck forever, then that's where you stay at. Because nobody, I don't care how well you train them. I don't care what you do to train them. They're never going to be as good as you are, because they don't care about your business, period. They don't care as much as you do. And so if you want to grow and scale, this is why, you know, I had 18 and 19-year-olds making $300, $400, $500 an hour. How? Because they did 80% as good as I did, and I was happy with that. And most customers out there are happy with that too. You're going to have some Karens out there that aren't happy about that. So to say this guy's going to make more money because these guys don't is baloney. Because these guys that I had were only been on the truck for less than a month, some of them, and making big money for me. So that's a bunch of baloney at the end of the day. May 1st to May 15th. I went to see a lot of houses that are not dirty, and I tell the customer, your house is not dirty. that say wash it anyway. Again, why are we? If they want their house washed, I'm not going to tell them it's not dirty. Who's to say it's not dirty to me? There might be some bugs that they want off. There might be one spot that you don't even see. That's why when I do my checklist of me coming on, is I always ask, hey, what part of the house is dirty? I might have pulled up and the north face side might be so green you could write your name in it and do a nice smiley face in it and everything. That might not be what they think is dirty. They might have one little spot that when they pull in the driveway is dirty. And you know what? That'll be the spot you miss, and that's the first spot they check to make sure it's clean. They could care less that the north facing side is completely green. They worry about that one spot because they never see that spot out there. So that's why we don't want to. Why do I want to tell them if it's not dirty, not to clean it? That's up to them. You know, they might just be their mind that they want it clean. So we're going to clean it for them. You know, I see a lot of people go into the car washes and their car's not that dirty. But you don't see the owner saying, "Hey, your car's not dirty today. You can go on. You can go through for free, or you don't need to come in." No. If somebody's wanting to open their wallet, you get ready to take it. That's called being business. That's called growing a business. Just clean it. All right, let's give something else away. Let's see. This is a gun that I like to use a lot. I got asked this earlier today about what kind of gun did I like, and this is the kind of gun I like. Kind of this Sutter. It's kind of got the easy trigger pull, so it doesn't hurt your hand as much. And the way that it sits there, as long as you don't put a long lance on it, it doesn't really pull over a lot and hurt and keep that wrist down. Because the goal is when we're spraying is so that way. A lot of times I got a nice big titties and nice big belly. I can put my hand or my elbow right here on my nice fat belly, and I can spray all day. A lot of times we're up here like this and we're trying to spray like this, and that is not easy. That's hard on our body, and that's everything of that way. So I'll kind of just keep it right here by my face. And even if I want to take my other hand, I can take my other hand and kind of help hold that up there. And without that big lance on there, you know, some of these people want the 3-foot lance, and now you're trying to hold that gun like this, and that's not good. So I'm going to give a gun away. This gun retails for $32. Let's see. Make sure you're in pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. And we're going away. I am giving stuff away. I got a couple more items I'm going to give away. So definitely go check that out and make sure that you are signed up. I wash a lot of houses that are not dirty, even dirty. I tell the customers, I already answered that one, went on a rant on that one. Just wash it, make money. Sent over 30 Christmas cards to all my customers this year. This is a great thing to do. If you have customers, this is a good thing to do. Even if it's a late Christmas card, maybe it's a Happy New Year's card, something. That way you get in touch with them and they know, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there that don't get that don't do it. Nobody does that. So when you do something when nobody else does it, it puts you way ahead of the ball game. You know, most people can't even answer their phone. So when they can't answer their phone, that's what happens. I love thumbs down. Thank you for the thumbs down, you jackleg. I've been in oh, there it went. Sorry. I've been in business for 2 years. Need advice on how to price. Some people charge dirt cheap, which makes me look expensive. How do I know how much to charge that is not too much and not too cheap? So what I'm going to tell you is it depends on your close rate. If you're at a 70, 80% close rate, you're still too cheap. You know, a lot of guys that are charging premium prices are not at the higher close rate. You know, Bobby Walker, he's in Florida. He's going to do $750 this year, $750,000. His close rate's like 40 to 45%. My close rate was 45 to 50%. So if our close rate is in above that 60-70%, we can keep raising some more, because again, our close rate, don't if we're at 80-90, my close rate's at 80-90%, you're too damn cheap at the end of the day. Raise your prices. When you raise your prices, guess what? You have to do less work and make more money. And what does that mean? You make more profit. I don't care if you did $1,000,000 this year, but if you did them at $200 a house, you worked your tail off and you made zero profit at the end of the day. So that is not what I want you to do. I want you to make profit, not your pay, not what you're paying yourself. Because if you do want to sell your business eventually, you cannot take your pay as profit, because you have to pay somebody $50,000-$60,000 to run that business. So that's not profit at that point. We want the money after that of profit, profit, profit. First 2 years slow because of yard signs and postcards and watching bids like this. We have grown like I've never seen. Awesome. It goes back to taking action. You have to take action. It's not easy. Set goals. I want you all to set goals today, this week, before next year. Hey, next year, my goal is I'm going to put out 25 signs a week. And write it up. I got my goals on a calendar right over here. These are my goals. This is what I want to do next year. I want to do 2 ride-alongs a month in the warmer weather. At least one. I'd like to do 2 ride-alongs. I got it written down. This is the way I walk into my office and I see what my goals are. I'm going to go, and probably once a quarter, me and my wife's going to go and look at our goals and see if we need to adjust, what we need to adjust, so that way we can keep moving forward. Don't set goals today and then next year be like, well, I never made my goals. You said make goals, and I never made my goals. Well, did you follow up on them? Did you look at them? Did you plan what you can do to do it? Did you make a plan of attack to hit those goals? If you didn't do that, I don't want to hear a word out of your mouth, because at that point, you didn't take action. And when you don't take action, you get nothing. But when you take action, you get reaction. And you know what? Then we can look at it, we can shoot that bullet and be like, and we can have our target and be like, well, that's a little over to the left. We need to do some, bring that over to the right and shoot again. Oh, that was too far to the left. Shoot again. Well, this is how we can do that. But if we don't have a goal, a target at the end of the year, well, we don't know where it's going. We're going to shoot it up in the air and hope it lands somewhere. Even if you have a goal of $10,000 next year, $20,000 next year, set it out there. That way, then we can break it down. We can say, all right, I want to make $90,000 next year. Well, I can only work 9 months out of the year, so that's $10,000 a month. And then we can just break that down and do what we need to do at that point. How far are you guys traveling for jobs and keeping schedules streamlined? It just depends, Teak. A lot of that's going to depend on, we would drive, even when I was full-time fireman and I was running it all, I'd run an hour north, because that's where all the rich people was. And that's where we got a lot of calls. Now, what you want to do is all right, Monday, Tuesday, we're going to be north side Cincinnati. The rest of the week, we're scheduling down here. And so that way we can kind of pick and choose and keep our schedule. Because the last thing you want to do is one north, one halfway across the round, and then you're driving the freaking forever all day long. Just landed our first pressure washing and finishing it up tomorrow. That's awesome. Jason, what do you think would be the best book for Mr. Vila? Probably, I don't know. There's a bunch of good books. Pumpkin Plan, Extreme Ownership, all those are good books. I just got a 4 foot by 4 foot pink sign that says pressure washing, gutter cleaning, and my number. Cool. J-Rod. That's a little overpriced for me tonight. Hello, Lisa. Real would be nice. How do you sign up? Go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. Pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. I'm gonna give something else away here. I'm gonna give this Joe valve. I don't know if I'll be able to get it shipped out to you, but I will ship it out. It's worth about $50. It's for your water tank. Let me see how many people we got on here. Let me refresh it to make sure if we get any new people. Pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. If you win once, you don't get to win twice. Jason, you probably shouldn't be showing everyone names and addresses on here. Okay. Well, then you'll all have to just trust me. Let's see. All right. So we are going to go over here and see how many people we have. And we are giving away a Job valve. Let's see, that's 50. 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 60 people. 60 people. Pick a number between 1 and 60. Generate. And the number is 4. I will show that. Number is 4. Number is 4. We got number 4. So somebody just signed up recently. So that would be number 4. Somebody signed up recently. Previously, and this is going to win a Job valve. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be Russell Weaver. Russell Weaver. All right. Russell Weaver. Job valve. Let's see. Ball valve. Oh, S3. That's a good point. That would be 5 to 8 gallon per minute. Good point. Do firefighters get business by burning down stuff? Not really. That's not usually a good way to get business. I do door knockers and they did good. Firefighter. Every 20 yard signs I put out, I get $1,200. I'm going 60 per week in 2021. And see, this is the thing that when you know your numbers, that you know that if you put out 20 yard signs, that gets you $1,200. So when we know our numbers, then it's just a matter of, all right, putting out more yard signs, putting out more AdWords, putting out more Facebook stuff, putting out more stuff of that, because then we know our numbers. And when we know our numbers, it's a magic thing at the end of the day. Yep, I used that headlight, crawled into a car a while back, upside down, everything turned out okay. But you're just a medic now, so you just stand on the buggy. That sentence didn't make sense. LinkedIn sucks. For some people, if you know how to use it, it's very good. I know a lot of people make a lot of money off of LinkedIn. Hanging up signs got me a violation notice sent to my house. Totally worth it. I've tried Facebook ads, but haven't had any success. I'm hoping to be able to get more success off these ads in 2021. About how much is the insurance for pressure washing? So how much is the insurance for pressure washing, soft washing business? Is there any certifications required? No, there's not any certifications required. Insurance is anywhere from, I've known people get it for $700-800 to $2,000-3,000. Usually you can find it in about $1,000-1,500 a year, depending on how much you're going to do and everything like that. Every property sale sign I see, I call, they never know about. And that's something too, Russell, is, you're talking about that. This is how we can use LinkedIn too. If we get a contact and they're on LinkedIn, go like them, go say thanks for taking my phone call. Go, if we go do door knocking, and especially on commercial side, and we get their face or their LinkedIn, go connect with them and then say, hey, it was great to join, nice to meet you the other day. Hopefully we can do blah with you. And that way you're building that relationship. You're building that network. And that is how we got to use it. Take it easy. Banned from Facebook till January 20th. My GMB is suspended. Don't know why. That ain't good. I was thinking about doing door hangers that list all the services we offer with an estimate for the service I noticed they need personally it per house, boots on the ground. Again, we don't, when we're making this stuff, we don't want every service on there, because when we do that, then it's like overwhelming. You got about 2 seconds to catch that eye of picking it up, going to the garbage can. And when it comes up, goes across, and goes into the garbage can, that's how long you have to make it finding that thing. So again, we want to make sure that whatever service we are offering, it is big, it is eye-catching, it is, oh, I need that, and digging it back out of the garbage can. And that's what we got to look at for that. Just finished my first year. Yeah, I know it says for a book. It's not. It's for everything. Um, all right. So we gave away that. We gave away that. We gave away that. All right. So the new stainless steel ball valves have came out. I'm gonna give one of these away. They're 5,000 psi. They're brand new. So I'm gonna buy one and send it to somebody. They're brand new, like I say. They're $40. It'll probably be 45, 50 by the time I ship the stupid thing. But that is what the next thing I'm giving away. So make sure you go into giveaway and do it. I'm gonna go check it here real quick. We're going to redo it, refresh it. We got 25. We got 50. We got 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. So 64 people. So we'll bring it back up here. 64 people. Hit enter, generate, and we are at 44, number 44. We'll see who 44 is, and they will be a winner. So we go previously 44, so we're going to count back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mr. George Yost. George Yost is the winner of the stainless steel ball valve. All right. What time? Oh man, we're at an hour. Oh, we got to give. I'm gonna give two more things away. They will be gift cards for Amazon, because I would give you the book. Most people don't want the book; they want the audio version of it. and I haven't figured out how to give the audio version away. So Jason not smart enough to figure that out yet. So I tried to do it through Audible. I tried to do it through Amazon, and where I already bought the book, it's not allowing me to buy it again. And so I just gave up on it, and I gave $25 gift card. So I would like for you to read a book with it. Books are definitely something that will help you grow your business. I've put a bunch of books in here. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com/store, it'll take you to, I'll show you where it'll take you to here. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com/store, /STORE, store, it will take you to my Amazon store, and you'll see the books here. These are all the books, that bunch of books I would highly recommend. Extreme Ownership is a definitely. They also do Extreme Leadership is another good book. You can see some other books I got in here. This book right here, The Pumpkin Plan, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you do The Pumpkin Plan. Also, Profit First is another book that I would recommend you to read. I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad's a good book. Purple Cow is a good book. It's only like 3 hours long. It's not very long. And when I mean read books, I listen to books, because Jason, and I know a lot of my viewers are the same way. They like to listen to books. And so I've learned a lot from books. Books are definitely something that I think that you should really do. Get that knowledge in. And it's not about reading a lot of books. It's about reading one book and understanding good and taking that and taking action on it. You know, Extreme Ownership is a great book that if you take action on it is an amazing thing. You know, owning that it's not somebody else's fault. It's my fault. Even if you got employees and they screwed up and burnt up every fall, every bush, everything, at the end of the day, it's not their fault. It's your fault, because you didn't put systems into place to make sure that didn't happen. And so that's why it's your fault to make sure that happened. You know, maybe you are too cheap and you didn't hire a second man. So now you got to go hire and train somebody to make sure that it is, you know, doing it. So I really highly recommend you to read Extreme Ownership. And they got a new book out, Extreme Leadership. I'll probably be reading it next. Jocko is very interesting. They talk about fighting and shooting and killing and shooting their own and friendlies and all kinds of stuff. So definitely make sure that you go read these books. I'm going to give a $25 gift card, because that's what I got to do to be able to give to you so you can go read a book. I recommend you to go read a book. And honestly, if you go into my link here and you sign up for Audible, it's not that expensive. You can go to Audible. It's you get your first month free, and you get one free book, and it's like $14 a month after that, which gives you 1 credit, and 1 credit will buy any book. And so that's why my goal for 2021 is to read at least 1 book a month. And so it's not just because I'm paying for it, because I got a couple extra credits because I didn't do it this month, but this is definitely something that you want to do so that way you educate yourself. You know, a lot of guys worry about the cleaning side of things, and the cleaning side of things isn't what makes your business grow. And I know I say this over and over and over. The size of your rig doesn't make you more money or less money. What makes you more money is learning stuff like this right here. Learning about taking ownership. Learning how to be a sales boss. How to use the 5-second rule. You know, sell or be sold. You know, learning marketing, sales, all of that kind of stuff is what makes us. The Pumpkin Plan, it talks about, you know, to get rid of the suckers, we got to get rid of the suckers so that we can grow a big pumpkin. Because if we're not growing a big pumpkin, that means we're growing little pumpkins, and little pumpkins don't make us money at the end of the day. We want big pumpkins. And so, you know, the power of positive thinking. Think about that. This right here is huge. You know, I preach this all the time. Get away from negative people. Be around positive people. The power of positive thinking will set your mind and help you grow your business, be successful. That is definitely what you want. You know, you have to be positive, because if you're not positive and you got negative influences in there, it's going to be hard to grow a successful business, because Mr. Fear will know how to hit on those negatives and just drive you to your craziness. So definitely make sure you are being positive, be around positive people. If you got negative people in your life, get away from them. Unless you're married from them, you're going to be hard to get away from it. But get away from negative people. Negative people will pull you down faster than anything else out there. Negative people is, in this world right now, everybody's negative, because they'll be COVID did this and COVID did that and blah, 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 blah. Get away from those people. Get around positive people, positive influence. That will help you grow your business and be successful. All right. Sorry about that rant. PressureWashHelp.com/giveaway. I'm going to give a book away, $25 gift card. Let me double check it here. And we're going to go bam, bam, bam to bam. So we're at 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're 4. So we're at 71 people. 71. Did you say 71? I said 71. 71. So we're going to put 71 people. No. 71 and generate. 69. I really do believe, guys, that if you read books, it will help you be successful and all of that kind of stuff. Let me read through a couple more questions, and then I'll give one more book away, and then I'm going to jump off here. Seems no one will care as much as we do about our equipment. We are the ones who have to pay for it to keep it up and running. You are absolutely 100% right. But if you want to make money and grow a business, you got to learn to make it bulletproof and have somebody working on it. They open the wallet, you open your hand and say, thank you. Hey, you told me you had forms in the first or second video of your membership, but I've watched them and didn't see them. Could you have any ideas on that? Yeah. So talking about my membership, I'll go through my membership here while I'm trying to find it here. PressureWashHelp.com. Actually, that's not what I want. I want this here. And I'll pull it up here so that way you can see those forms. And that way people can see what else is in the membership. So if you go to PressureWashHelp.com/free, you will get 30 days free in it. So right here is the membership. Let me go to preview here, and I will show you where that email is, or that stuff is. We go here to scene. I've actually redid some of it. It is on processes to clean a house. If you go to processes to clean a house, I believe it is in one of these right here. Beginning a job check sheet is right here. It's under talking to customers when you first arrive. And, this stuff here is important. This is very important at the end of the day of what we got to do. So this is just some of that's in here in my membership. So we're talking about what we got to do when we first arrive. Where do we park at? A lot of people get this wrong. Where do we park at? Hooking up the garden hose and the flow meter. Hooking up the garden hose, walking around. When we first get there, we want to do a walk around. So that way we make sure that we're getting our pictures, right? Because what is our pictures? Our pictures are our cover your tail, and they're marketing, right? And what do we want to do? Marketing. Everybody usually just wants to hurry up, wash the house, get in, get their money, and get out. Well, that's a perfect time to get photos, to get video, to get more jobs to the next one. We all get in such a hurry that it doesn't help us at the end of the day. And so that is something that you got to do. Moving stuff away, taping outlet. So I break this stuff down, every bit of it. This is the new part over here. You can go into pressure washing training. It takes you back here. The basics of soft washing, business 101, all these things here, marketing and sales, quoting and scheduling, insurance, everything that we need to have. Jason when he was fat, that kind of stuff. You know, some of these videos are a little bit older. How to clean a window with a water fed pole, like break it down. What's the TDS? All of that kind of stuff. How to do it. I break it down to the simplest of simple that you can get it done and be successful. The other things I did is I've got 2 trailer builds in here. I go over equipment, the soft wash comment pump, pictures. This is where I have hundreds of pictures. So this is where you can go and get your pictures for your Google My Business. We have live Q&As. Every other Sunday night, I have a live Q&A. And so that's where this is here. I put the other ones up. There's some good information in there. There's a lot of good questions that get asked and get answered. And so that is a good thing. You can go into our marketing. What did Jason say? Marketing? Well, yes, Jason said marketing. Starting a business. What do we need to do to start a business? So how do we find a name? All of this stuff. Read Profit First. Start your bank accounts. I break it down step by step. Look at this new step I just put in here. Talking to how to answer your phone and what to say. When you open it, I got the phone script right here. It's going to make me download it. I don't want to download it. But I got the phone script in there of what to say, how to say it. It goes over, on inbound calls, outbound script to follow up on a lead, outbound follow up on an estimate, customer satisfaction after the job, re-engagement scripts. I put all of this information in here. I got lots of information in here because if I had this information, I would have grew my business even faster. Google My Business. I break this down to the little bitty, and I'm going to go even more. I'm going to even put more in here because I know how important Google My Business is. Google My Business is very, very important. Yard sign marketing, what kind of signs, websites, how to grow websites, Google Ads. It has all my negative keywords, all my positive keywords, everything in there. It tells you what everything is. This is stuff right here that is what makes your business grow. How to set location, schedule, positive keywords, negative keywords, everything in there for that. Then I also have my, this is what is new. This is the new part also. This is what we can help hold, success stories, action plans. What are you going to do this week? What are you going to do to take action? Where are we going to aim that gun at? How did it end up for you? And the success stories. This is to hold you accountable so that way you will get to where you want to be at. That is what my goal is to make you successful so that way you can be successful. You get ready to take it. Nice one, Jason. Doing well. All right. Suburbs of Philadelphia. All right. So I'm going to give one more thing away. Doing well. Been unplugged a bit from YouTube. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down here. Jace just finished my first year. Didn't have a CRM for 6 months. No, QuickBooks. So I'm behind on tax prep. Any recommendations to take care of CPA not come in unprepared? Well, they'll tell you if you're unprepared and everything. They'll tell you what they want and all that crap. You guys asked a lot of questions. Lots and lots of questions. I'm not going to get to all those questions. Jason has taught me so much. Thank you. Hey, I just want you all to be successful. I don't care how you get there. I just want you to be successful. Fat. Jason had a killer mustache. I miss that guy. All right. So for the last giveaway for Christmas is another $25 gift card. Again, make sure you're at pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. I'll give a few more minutes, so if you want to go sign up. pressurewashhelp.com/gift card. Merry Christmas. Gotta get to bed for my crappy job in tomorrow. I hear Well, hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. So excited for the spring. I have made close to 50,000 in my wild butcher shop since March 1st. Yeah, that has kind of blown up too, hasn't it? Jason, what is your advice on hiring a bookkeeper versus hiring a new technician? Which one should be first? Should I go with? I mean, I would probably, bookkeeper, you can do that pretty cheap, a lot cheaper than that. Now, if you're talking like an office manager to answer the phone and all that kind of stuff is a little bit different, but I would probably go with a technician. Let's see. So let's see what we got here for the last one, and we'll get off here. Giveaway, bam. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to hit it one more time just to make sure everybody is on. Let's give everybody a fair shot. So that's 7. To Carlton. I got to write this down, otherwise Jason will forget. All right. Well, I had a fun night tonight. Good night. I hope everybody has a good Merry Christmas. Definitely, Merry Christmas is a good time to remember, not just because of Christmas, but for the kind of the cause of it. Again, if you want to go check out in-person training, go check out training dates. I am having a class. I'm going to have another class in Raleigh, but this one is in Orlando. It's in a couple days. It's in January 3rd, and you will learn a lot. This is with Bobby Walker. So Bobby Walker and I will be giving you everything that you need so that way you can make sure that you are successful, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure you're successful. So if you do that, if not, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/training or /free. That gives you 30 days free. And we'll go from there. Next week, or this Sunday, I'll be on this Sunday. Next Sunday, I don't know if I'll be on or not, because that's when I will be in Florida. So definitely go out there, set your goals, guys. Really do it. Write them down. Tell somebody. Put them in the group if you're in my group. That way we can help hold each other accountable. And when we hold each other accountable, in the end, we all can move further along. That will get us moving further along than anything else. Because here's the deal. If we tell Joe Schmo or a lot of times when we're an entrepreneur, there's not a lot of people out there that really care about your business. In fact, there's very few that really care about your business. So, this is some things that, you have to do so that way you can be successful and hold each other accountable. And that way, when you are having great success, we can be proud of you. And when the crap hits the fan, we can help encourage each other. And that is the goal at the end of the day, is to be able to help hold each other accountable. So that way we can celebrate our wins and we can get through our losses and learn from our losses. And a lot of times, not just you learn from your losses or your failures. Everybody can learn from your losses and failures. And I know that sounds stupid, but that is true, and it is one of those things. So hope you all have a good night. If I don't see you by the end of the year, happy holidays, happy new year, everything that goes along with that. Hope you all have an amazing Christmas. Stay safe. Don't drink too much of the Santa juice, and be careful out there, because that's not a good thing to do. So be careful. If you all are first responders, which I know I got a lot of first responders on here, be safe. Make sure that you are always watching each other, and hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you next week.